Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Wednesday, the first of March, 2023. Can you believe we're in March? That's how the year's going. I am forgot where I was then. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy, and this is your morning message tarot reading. So we've got some astrology. Let's have a look and see what the astrology is for today. I've been waiting. One of the houses over there, the weekend they were putting up scaffolding, and they've had builders doing the roof and something with the attic, one of the attic rooms. And not only have they been banging and hammering around being workmen, they've had the radio on full blast every day as well. So I'm having to wait until they finish work and go home before I can come in here and actually do my recordings. So yay, let's hope they're not that long over there and soon finish. Anyway, back to today. So we've got a little bit of astrology for today. The moon starts off the day in Gemini, and it forms a trine to Saturn, who is now in his last week of Aquarius at 29 degrees of Aquarius, waiting to enter an ingress into Pisces next Tuesday, the 7th of March. Also full moon on that day as well. So we're finishing up and completing. Often what happens with Saturn as it finishes and closes out in a sign is it gives you a little gift. So see what comes up in your life this in the next few days. The ingress into Aquarius from Capricorn, 20th or the 22nd, it was 24th of March 2020, the day after we went into lockdown here. And the gift the gift I got was the gift of time and not having to work and worry about money and worry about how I was going to find money, and being caught up in that energy, and not having the space to actually do more spiritual development and actually start this path off. I was caught up in having to continue teaching and continue being a therapist, which was just absolutely exhausting me. I was so exhausted when we went into lockdown. My only thought was, oh, thank God for that. I can have a break from work. It had been really quite hard with teaching. I'd been away a lot teaching, which is always exhausting. And then it takes me a few days sort of to get back into my own space and stuff. And then, clients. And I knew I wanted to do this and expand more into the spiritual side, but while I was caught on that hamster's wheel of having to make money to pay my bills, pay my rent, feed myself, etc., etc., it was just really difficult. I just never had the time to do what I wanted to do. So for me, last time, the gift was the gift of time. And I'm one of the lucky ones that what I did was able to access grants to support myself while I couldn't work, and it laid the foundations for what I'm doing now. So see what comes up. I'm watching out to see what comes up in the next sort of week or so as we complete out Saturn in Aquarius. Anyway, a little tangent there. Anyway, so yes, the moon in Gemini is going to form a trine to Saturn in Aquarius, and then the moon's going to move into Cancer. So that closing out, that completing energy, thinking about the long-term strategies and evaluating what long-term strategies you've been using, you've been planning, how well they've been working over the last 2.5 years, what needs changing because you've changed, because whenever any planet's in any sign, we're influenced by it. And so have a look in your natal chart and just see where Aquarius is, where Pisces is. So for me, Aquarius is part of my 4th house, most of Capricorn, and then to 13 degrees of Aquarius, my 4th house, so my home, my roots, ancestors, my childhood, my family, and then it moves into my 5th house, which is creativity and play and fun things and sexuality and relationships and things like that. So that's sort of what I've been moving through with Saturn in the last 2.5, 3 years. So have a look and see where it falls in your chart. Quite looking forward to the Piscean energy. I'm getting a sense of co-creation with the divine coming in for the next few years. So yeah, we're in that in-between space still. We're completing out. And I really think the whole of March is about that, really. And then when we get into April, we start settling into the new energies. We start settling into the light half of the year. And then as we get through April, we go into eclipse season. Yay! So the energies start kicking up again, but at the moment we're just closing out. Okay, so once the moon moves into Cancer, which is at home in Cancer, is ruled by the moon, it's time to retreat into self-care, nurturing, being cosy at home, activities around being cosy and at home, snuggling onto duvets and things, and a time for getting more emotionally balanced, slipping out of the mind and down into the emotions. So let's see what the cards have to say for this. Yeah, let's go for Work Your Light cards and I think Mary L. Okay, so let's start off with the Work Your Light ones first. So what do we need to know for Wednesday, the 1st of March 2023? Holy moly. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance, can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay. Oh, so at the bottom of the deck we've got Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Okay. So always, as sort of the planets move from one sign to the next around your natal chart, we go on to the next level of experience. The 12 houses sort of gradually build in experience into a circuit, and then we go down around again and again. So we are having evolution and evolving, and also sort of with it being the end of Saturn's journey and Pluto's journey, we are integrating and learning a new way of being. Okay, so we've got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic and Teacher. What was I saying about co-creating with the divine as we get into Saturn in Pisces? Maybe you're opening up to more of your spiritual gifts. Maybe that's your awakening. Okay, and then, feel right? Yeah, then we've got the Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So again, it's very much this time of awakening, of stepping into your gifts, of being here to help humanity evolve and a transition into the new earth energies. So let's see what the cards have to say and add to that. So what do we need to know for Wednesday, the 1st of March 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Oh, that was a bit all over that shuffle. Come on. What do we need to know? Highest and greatest good. Wednesday the 1st of March. New month, new energies. Stepping out of the darkness into the light half of the year. In the northern hemispheres, obviously in the southern hemisphere you're going the other way. Okay, let's see, where are we? Okay, so we've got the Strength card, nice energy. We've got the Two of Cups, more nice energy. We've got the Eight of Swords, nice. I like it in this card, in this deck. Queen of Wands, nice energy. The Tower, woohoo! And then we've got the Seven of Discs. We've got the Two of Wands, and we've got the Four of Discs. And at the bottom we've got the Two of Swords and the World and Temperance. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so where we find ourselves, the Strength card, we're taming the wild energies within us. Okay, bringing them into balance. So we're not swinging between highs and lows, reactive. We're stepping back, we're sitting down into our energies. We're more balanced and harmonised and can respond rather than react, and hold that power within us. And that's because we've been balancing our energies. The Two of Cups, divine masculine, divine feminine energies coming into balance. Can be internal, could also be sort of somebody coming into your life and helping you balance that. Either way, it's about the balancing of the energies. Okay, and because we've done that, we're finding ourselves in a place of strength. The foundation, we have the Eight of Swords here, and I love this Eight of Swords because it looks like sort of you're an outside, you're being kept outside, you can't get to the Eden on the other side and the beautiful landscape and natural beauty and everything. But if you look at, you can't really see in this light, but actually there's no lock or anything on this gate. So all you have to do is push it open to free yourself, and you can go into the land of plenty, into the land of abundance and freedom. I'm also seeing that there's a tower there as well. Okay, let's just get this up. See, I don't know if you can see it there, but just there, oops, there we have the tower. Okay. So, but you know, we're not locked out. We can open those gates and we can go through and we can enter this land. The card above, the gift from Spirit, we've got the Queen of Wands here. Powerful and passionate and just fully in her fire energy. self-assured and self-confident. The Queen's the fixed signs of the zodiac for me, and so fixed fire, water of fire is Leo. Leo, the show person, the one up on stage, commanding an audience, and that's very much the Queen of Wands energy, and sort of we're being poked to be a bit more like that. Stop hiding in the shadows, find ourselves on centre stage. Okay, stand up and be seen. Okay, and then we come to what we're moving into next. The Tower. So the old structures are falling away. And I know a lot of people see the Tower card as negative. I don't. Oh, I love old structures falling away. I love moving on and evolving and growing. And sometimes the destruction behind me, not... Sometimes there's destruction behind me, sometimes it's just a peaceful falling away. But that moving away, I love the shock and the surprise. I'm not saying sometimes it is a real shock as well. When you suddenly see suddenly you see everything, see the truth, and the tower's fallen away. Sometimes it's heart-stopping moments. Sometimes it could be heart-stopping months for a few months, until you find your feet again. And I, many a time in my life, I've had tower moments, and it's just taken a while to find my feet again. But always in a much better position for the tower having fallen. So, yeah, it's like, oh look, got another tower going on. So yeah, there's a breakthrough coming, and the tower associated with Pluto, changing signs in a few weeks. So again, we're in that last degree of Pisces in Capricorn. So what have we built before? And up to this point, what have we built over the last 15 years? Is that now ready to fall away as we step into new futuristic, innovative Aquarian energies? Okay, maybe the old tower's become too comfortable, it's become too small, you need to grow and expand outside of that. Maybe it's keeping you small now. Maybe it started off keeping you safe, but now it's keeping you small. Okay, everybody will be different, okay, but in their own way, the tower will make sense for them. So we've got some clarifiers. So as the tower falls, there's hope, because the sun is rising over the horizon in the distance, and it looks like it could be an eclipse. So solar eclipse is on the 20th or the 21st of April. It will be in Aries. So what we're beginning at spring equinox, when the new moon in Aries is at 0 degrees of Aries, there'll be a bit of a completion as the next new moon. We've got a blue moon, a black moon, 2 new moons in a month. The second one is a black moon, but that black moon is also a solar eclipse. So between now and then, possibly, things are changing. The 7 of Pentacles, patience, but be assured that just like the moon forms the eclipse and then passes, and then we come back into the light, and the sun rises over the horizon. We're coming back to life. Okay. And then we've got the 2 of Wands, which again I love in this. We've got 2 trees intertwined and together, and a portal between them. A portal into possibility, into the void. And sometimes when we're doing a completion and an ending and a clearing up and packing away, there's a space before we emerge into the new. And this 2 of Wands is just really making me think of that. Stepping into the void, to then step into the light the other side. And with that, we've got the four of discs, the Four of Pentacles, which is about stability and firm foundations and structures, your values and things. Can be stagnation as well if you're holding on too tight to everything. Sometimes we just have to contemplate what we really need and dump the rest. So again, more of that completing energy. What's coming with you and what are you leaving behind? Okay. So the cards at the bottom, which is the subconscious, it's the environment, it's what's just here out of sight that you can't actually see yet, but you might have your spidey senses feeling it and being aware of something. Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords. Okay, so this Two of Swords is we can't see we can't see what's the other end of the tunnel, the other end of the void yet. So we either wait until the way clears, or we step forward trustingly into the darkness. Okay, with that we've got the World, so more indications of a finishing up and a completing, a closing out cycle. With Temperance, so being in balance. We started off with the balance and stepping into our strength because we had balanced ourselves. A bit of a woo type of energy going on today, which could destabilise us. And the cards are saying come back into balance, hold that stability, because it leads to happiness and happy ever after. The Ten of Cups. Okay, so it feels like we're being a bit tested today with the Moon. Even though trines are, supportive, it's Saturn, who isn't one of the easiest planets to work with. A hard taskmaster until you make peace with him. So yeah, stuff could come up. Inside we're freeing ourselves, and as we free ourselves, often, the old structures fall away. So that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for a notification of when I'm doing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching. And go. We're having one of these today. Oh, no, it's not going to go. Let's go. Let's turn it off.